Robert Morris was one of the earliest hackers to mount a public attack when in 1988 he released the Christmas tree worm onto the internet. Within a day, 2,000 systems were infected, and the worm caused over 6,000 computers to crash. Morris was charged and fined $10,000, rather a lot in those days. This case was somewhat controversial, as Morris Sr. was a cybersecurity expert from the National Security Agency. The worm infected Deccan Sun systems. It contained what was known as a portable C grappling hook, which was used to download the main payload and also to move across to other operating systems. This is an approach not uncommon even now. A positive outcome from the incident was that the Defence Advanced Research Projects Agency funded the first Computer Emergency Response Team, CERT-CC, at Carnegie Mellon University. The Legion of Doom was a hacker group active in the 1980s and was considered to be the most capable hacking group in the world. A key person in the group was Vince Guillemine, known by the cyber moniker or handle Lex Luthor. It published the Legion of Doom technical journal and contributed to the overall pool of hacking knowledge. While it did mount attacks to take over phone and computer systems, it saw itself as inquisitive rather than harmful. Another well-known hacker group sprang up as a result of disagreements within the Legion of Doom. The new group called itself the Masters of Deception. One of the key people in MOD was Mark Abeen, who was known in the group as Fibre Optic. Mark had originally joined the Legion of Doom, but was thrown out after an argument with the other hackers in the group. In 1990, the Legion of Doom and the Masters of Deception were reported to be attacking each other over the internet. A nationwide investigation by a joint FBI Secret Service task force resulted in 5 of MOD's members being indicted. All 5 pleaded guilty and were sentenced to either probation or prison. Interestingly, in a panel debate of the Next Hope conference in 2010, Mark Abeen stated that the rumoured gang war in cyberspace between Legion of Doom and Masters of Deception never happened, and that it was a complete fabrication by the US Attorney's Office and some sensational media. Nevertheless, it's become one of the great myths of hacking. Another high-profile hacker active in the 1990s was Kevin Mitnick, whose story is one of cybercriminal to cyber-consultant. His handle was Condor, and he employed social engineering and dumpster diving techniques to get information that allowed him to hack into systems. Over the years, he was in and out of jail as a result of hacking. In his early years, he broke into DEC's computer network and copied their software, for which he was sentenced to 12 months in prison, followed by 3 years of supervised release. Near the end of his supervised release, he hacked into Pacific Bell voicemail computers. He was again detected, but this time he took flight, becoming a fugitive for more than 2.5 years. His exploits have been documented in the book Takedown by John Markoff and Tsutomu Shimomura, and by Mitnick himself in his books The Art of Deception and Ghost in the Wires. After his release, he eventually became an author on cybersecurity, acted as a CIA agent in ABC's TV spy thriller Alias, and is now a security consultant. During the 1980s and 1990s, hackers were more a novelty than a significant problem. However, by the late 1990s, the number of servers on the internet began to skyrocket as individuals and businesses started to take advantage of the benefits of an online society. As soon as money could be exchanged online and banking systems became internet accessible, organised crime began to take an interest. Over the next decade, hacking as online crime became as significant a problem for society and as lucrative an activity for organised crime as illegal drugs. Criminals were not the only group starting to take notice of an increasingly online society. So did nation-state agencies, with an interest both in monitoring their own people and espionage against foreign targets.